tired eyes, very tired of reading a lot, especially using your mobile phone. So to avoid eye strain, radiation, and eye bags, maybe you will like this podcast because you will be listening and reading at the same time while relaxing on the couch, two legs up. That's good for the heart. So um, I would like to share what I usually do at home. Okay, the content of my YouTube channel is about inspiring solutions. So I would like to share another inspiring solution, especially about budgeting. And thank you, letter senders, for asking about this question. I mean, related to budgeting. And before I start, sorry, I'm sorry. I'm still wearing sunglasses because I'm still sick. I am sick until now. My eyes are inflamed. Because of the thyroid medicine I'm taking and cholesterol medicine and many other things. Yeah, I'm still sick. Sorry. Okay. Now, I would like to share this five frugal living tips from the 1960s that still create wealth today. Look at that. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Now, number one here. Okay, let me start reading. Welcome again to my podcast. So, listening and reading at the same time. Okay. The 1960s were a time of economic prudence and simplicity. Frugality was a way of life for many families who carefully managed their finances to ensure stability and security. These practices helped households thrive during that time and offer valuable lessons for building wealth in today's world. By embracing the timeless wisdom of frugal living from the 1960s, oh, I was not yet born. I was born in 1974. So, okay, we can cultivate habits that lead to financial growth and prosperity. This article will explore five key frugal living tips from the 1960s that remain highly effective for creating wealth today. These strategies have stood the test of time, from budgeting and home cooking to repairing items and limiting credit usage. Integrity Integrating these practices into our daily lives allow us to set ourselves toward financial well-being and long-term success. Let's dive in and discover how the frugal habits of the past can guide us to a more abundant future. Okay, number one, create to adhere to a budget. Yes, create a budget. Even rich people, wealthy people, billionaires, they have their own budgets. Okay, now welcome again to my podcast, and I'm wearing sunglasses. I'm still sick. I'm sorry. Now, number one, create a budget. In the 1960s, I was not yet born. I was born in 1974. Wow, I believe so. This is very effective because it's proven and tested. Imagine, since 1960s, most families track their income and expenses to make sure they live within their means or income. Creating a budget was essential or important for maintaining financial stability and avoiding overspending. Yes. They carefully recorded every dollar earned and spent using simple tools like pen and paper or basic ledgers. I also do that. My husband is always surprised why do I always keep receipts like grocery after buying grocery or shopping. So I told my husband, honey, this is good because we can track the expenses, and this is the best way to discourage me, to dismotivate me to go shopping. So yeah, to keep to refrain from overspending rather. Every time I see the receipts, like, oh my God, I what? I spent this last month, last week, example. oh no, 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 I need to stop spending. So even if there's a sale, because I love shopping, I love clothes, I was like, oh, I still have that one. Oh, mine is still new. Oh, I still have many at home. So that's the best way to discourage myself, is to keep receipts, recibo, after buying something, because that's the best way to stop you from buying unnecessary, not necessary, I mean unnecessary things. Okay, today we have access to wide range of budgeting tools and apps, yes, that make it easier than ever to monitor our spending habits by leveraging these, imagine that, leveraging these digital resources, we can allocate our funds systematically, ensuring the consistent, ensuring, yes, to make sure, ensuring we consistently get aside money from saving. Wow. So we can save more, of course, especially now the world is facing economic crisis. I don't think it will stop. I think it will get worse. It's not being negative, no, not. I'm just being realistic that the world crisis, the world is facing economic downfall, economic slump. What other terms we can say? The world is facing economic crisis, so we need to find ways. Not the common ways, or let's say, let's find ways how to be economical, because even rich people, billionaires, they have their own budgeting style. Everyone has everyone, especially the rich people, they develop a budgeting skill. Yes. Okay, today we have access to a wide range of budgeting tools and apps that make it easier than ever to monitor our spending habits. By leveraging these digital resources, we can allocate our funds systematically, ensuring we consistently set aside money for savings and investments. Yeah, if you have money for investment, but most people, we just get by, especially we, the working class. We belong to the working class because yeah, we work every day, but myself, I'm sick, so I'm just at home. I'm not working now, but before I was working at Gucci. Okay, now here, establishing and sticking to a budget helps us identify unnecessary, not necessary expenditures and redirect that money toward our financial goals, ultimately paving the way for yeah, financial goals. Number two, home cook meals at home. I usually do this. um, I usually cook food for my husband. He brings food. He brings food to work. He said, "Oh, you don't need to do that." No, I said I need to. Number one, is very economical. Number two, very healthy. Okay, cook meals at home. Home cooked meals were the norm in the 1960s, promoting healthier eating habits and resulting in significant cost savings compared to dining out. Families planned their menus, recipes using seasonal ingredients and bulk purchasing. You buy a lot to keep expenses low. It's true, especially fruits and vegetables. Let's say vegetables. There are vegetables that become cheaper because it's the season. Example, this month is broccoli or carrots or kale season. Then I will buy a lot and then put in the freezer. So very economical because you buy a lot, but a cheaper price. Okay, in our modern lives, we can embrace this practice by dedicating time to meal planning and preparation. By creating weekly menus and shopping lists, we can avoid the temptation of impulsive restaurant visits. We don't need to eat in a restaurant. And take out orders. Yeah, we can avoid that. Preparing meals in bulk and strategic Utilizing leftovers reduces food waste. Yeah, especially nowadays, we live in a very throwaway society. We throw away food. Oh, I don't like this anymore. I want another menu. I want another taste, without realizing that you're throwing away money because it's just yesterday. It's not spoiled. The food is not spoiled. Especially if you put it in the refrigerator. So knowing the fact that we are all facing world economic crisis, I don't think this is only my opinion, guys, but I don't think we still have that luxury of throwing away food that is not spoiled. Okay, here by creating weekly menus and shopping lists, we can avoid the temptation. Yes, as we prioritize home cooking, we not only cut down the food cost expenses, but also gain more control over our meals, quality, and nutritional value. For me, eating in a restaurant is good. Of course, it's a yummy feeling, but as long as you can avoid that, by bringing your own food, the better. Why? Because of course, most restaurants didn't use organic ingredients, yeah, except organic restaurants. You know what I mean. But it's not bad to eat in a restaurant. It's yummy experience, and we need that sometimes. Okay, number three, repair and reuse items. I do this sometimes when I say, oh, it's still useful. I don't need to throw away. It's just a little damage. I like recycling because you know. You just don't feel it, you don't see it because you don't throw away money physically. But when you throw away something that's still new, you're throwing away money. Okay, now the 1960s culture emphasized fixing and maintaining possessions rather than quickly throwing away or discarding things. When they showed signs of wear and tear, people took pride in repairing their household items and clothing and appliances, extending the lifespan of their belongings and minimizing replacement cost. Yes, you don't need to pay for repair. If you can do it as much as possible, then do it. In today's throwaway society, yes, especially here in Europe, I live in Netherlands. We live in a very throwaway society. The Europe continent is a very throwaway continent. I saw a lot in the garbage area. Oh my God, it's the very useful clothes and things, many things. So I told my mother-in-law, Mom, you don't feel it, you don't see it, that the world is facing economic crisis. The world today is different from 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. You need to realize that instead of buying things. She understands. In today's throwaway society, we can revive this mindset by learning basic DIY, do-it-yourself repair skills. I can do some sewing using my hand if it's necessary, but if it is totally worn out, I don't need to fix that. I can use that for wiping the table, or you can use that. You can recycle that as a pillow. How to oh my God, sorry, suddenly I'm thinking about the Dutch word. My English is mixed with Dutch word sometimes. Bijvoling, who let's you can use that for recycling a pillow. You know what I mean? Okay, because in my mind now is voling, Dutch word. Okay, now additionally, we can explore ways to repurpose items, finding creative new uses for things that might otherwise end up in the trash. By embracing a repair and reuse mindset, we can significantly reduce expenses and contribute to a more sustainable lifestyle. Number four, grow your food. Many households in the 1960s maintained gardens, supplying their families with produce, fresh produce like fruits and vegetables, and reducing their reliance on store-bought groceries. These gardens provided a sense of self-sufficiency. Yeah, most people in the 1960s, they are self-sufficient and help families save money on their food bills. Yes, even if we don't, Even if we don't have a spacious backyard, no big gardens, we can apply this principle by starting a small garden or planting vegetables and herbs in containers. Balconies, patios, and even windowsills can accommodate a modest growing space. For those with limited options at home, participating in community gardens or allotment programs offers an alternative way to enjoy the benefits of gardening. Growing our food can lower grocery expenses. Yes, right. Ensure access to fresh organic produce if we choose and improve our overall health. To be honest, we live in a modern society where medical breakthrough is super, super high tech, advanced technology, advanced medical breakthrough, medical research, but still many people are getting sicker and sicker. It's getting the health, most people's health are getting worse. Yeah, I myself, I'm sick, but now I changed my lifestyle. I eat as much as possible. I eat fresh fruits and vegetables at home. I cook my own food. I always cook even if I'm tired. My husband said, no, you don't need to do that. And I said, it's okay, honey. It's part of my sports. It's part of my exercise. It helps me to burn calories more. I mean, by cooking, you can burn calories, of course. Now, next here is grow your food, yes, and that's all. Now, case study according to Laura's frugal living journey, according to Laura's frugal, thrifty living journey, economical, yes, frugal, economical, thrifty. A young professional, Laura struggled to make ends meet despite earning a good salary. Inspired by the frugal living tips from the 1960s, she decided to change her life. She started meticulously creating her life. She started um, uh, she started that lifestyle, and this process helped her identify areas where she was overspending, such as dining out and impulse purchases. Sometimes we become an impulsive buyer, like, oh my God, it's sale. You just want to buy because you get attracted to the sale price, but actually you don't need that. It's not necessary because you still have a lot at home, but you just want to buy because of the sale price, a super, super sale price. Yeah, it's a marketing trick. So careful not to get impulsive in buying. Now, next, Laura committed to cooking more meals at home. She set aside time. So always make time every week to plan menus or shop for groceries and prepare meals in bulk. Like you will cook food for the whole week. Uh, Okay, so she saved money on food cost expenses and discovered a newfound joy in experimenting with recipes and sharing home cooked meals with friends and family. Like what I said at home, I always tell my husband, I need to cook, honey. You bring food to work. And now his some of his colleagues are also bringing food to work because number one, it's healthy. It's more healthy. You can control the ingredients, and it's more economical. But the most important part of bringing your own food to work is the nutritional value. You can control the ingredients, not a lot of chemically processed ingredients. That's what I mean. Okay, Laura also embraced the concept of preparing and reusing items. When her favorite pants or jeans become worn out, she learned how to patch them herself instead of immediately buying a new pair of jeans or pants. She started frequenting thrift stores. Wow, frequenting thrift stores and secondhand markets, finding unique and affordable items to repurpose or upscale. By extending the life of her possessions, Laura significantly reduced her expenses and cultivated a more sustainable lifestyle. I remember a story. I have just read an article that even Bill Gates, the billionaire of all billionaires, I guess, but I'm sure he's a billionaire. Even Bill Gates has his own budgeting style, and yeah. I've read somewhere that he's still wearing a $10 wristwatch. My goodness. Okay, uh, now, even the rich people, the billionaires, they do some budgeting. How much more? Like me, I'm just ordinary. Yeah, my husband is working. I was working at Gucci as sales assistant, but now I stopped because I'm sick. Yeah, I'm sick. No, I don't have a job at the moment. The more I become economical, yes. Since COVID time, I stopped shopping. Yes, yeah. Sometimes I do, but most of the time, I don't go. I don't go shopping anymore because I realized. Imagine the world is like this, and after COVID, the world changed drastically, dramatically. We're all facing economic problems, and then I come to realize that even the rich people, like the billionaires, they know how to budget. They have the budgeting skill. They have the budgeting style. That's why it's not easy for them to run out of money, not that quick, because they know the budgeting. How much more me? I'm just ordinary. So the key takeaways: create a budget and track your income and expenses diligently. Diligent, as in you're a hard, if you're a worker, you're a hard worker person. That's from the word diligent. In Tagalog, masipag, kugihan, Bisaya. Cook meals at home to save money and promote healthier eating habits. Embrace the do-it-yourself repair skills and repurpose item to minimize replacement cost or expenses. Consider starting a small garden or participating in community gardening programs. Here at home, we don't have that big garden, not that big. I do some planting, like garlic, ginger, and spring onion. Okay, use credit cards. I never use credit card. At my age now, I'm 50 years old. I never use credit card. To to avoid expenses and to discourage myself to keep buying. Okay, use credit cards sparingly and focus on building an emergency fund. Yeah, emergency fund in case of rainy days, like your microwave or your washing machine is broken, then you have money to buy. Um, okay, to buy a new device, new machine. Plan weekly menus and shop strategically to avoid impulsive food purchases. In Netherlands, we have that Lidl and Aldi. Those are a thrifty store, economical stores, but fresh vegetables. But I usually buy at Albert Heijn. That's the most expensive, the biggest and the most expensive grocery store in Netherlands, but during sale. Um, I don't usually buy the original price. If I say, oh, it's not chemically processed, it's fruit, it's vegetable, it's not soaked in chemicals, oh, I can still buy this. So if I cannot avoid buying food at a very expensive grocery store, I make sure that I can find the sale fruits or vegetables or something. But if I can't find, and then I'm in a hurry, I'm so hungry, then I will buy. But at least it's just sometimes I can still save money. Okay, now use the credit cards wisely, but I don't have credit card. I don't like to avoid overspending. Plan weekly menus and shop strategically. Yes, learn basic sewing and mending techniques to extend the life of your clothing and something at home. Like you know how to repair an electric fan, example. Explore stores, yes, discount stores and secondhand markets for affordable and unique finds. Unique finds, I usually see that on on Amazon finds. Those are useful quality things. Amazon finds. Yeah, not only Amazon, Etsy, Pushmark. Those are popular, but of course Amazon is the biggest. And now there is also another popular website, that's Etsy.com. Okay. And eBay, of course. Okay. Explore and then pay off credit card balances in full each month to avoid interest charges. I don't have credit card. I don't like it. Conclusion. These frugal living tips from the 1960s offers a timeless blueprint for creating wealth and financial stability. We don't need to become rich. We don't need to become a millionaire. No, no, no. What's important is we can get by. We can sustain. We always have money for basic needs: food, clothing, and shelter, medical checkup, something like that. Because in my opinion, it's also risky, and it takes a lot of energy to become wealthy, I guess. I think if it is not part of your destiny to become rich, then it's not. For me, we don't need to become rich, not to become a millionaire. No, just a comfortable life. Just have a comfortable life. As we navigate, wait, let me finish. Let me finish reading. By embracing the budgeting, home cooking, repairing, and reusing items, growing our food. So, this is part of the conclusion of this article. And limiting credit usage, we can build a strong foundation for long-term financial success. Um, Another reason to save, yeah, apart from medical expenses, rainy days, also for traveling, it's good to save, because if you like traveling, then it's a yummy feeling that you have enough money to travel. This is only my opinion. It depends on your choice. But for me, three things. Why do we need to save money? Why do we need to study budgeting skill? Why do we need to have budgeting skill? Number one is for our medical expenses. Who knows? God forbid we get sick. You know what I mean? That's number one reason why we need to save. Number two, for things that might be broken at home, like you have a broken electric fan, broken washing machine, broken TV, then at least you have money to buy a new TV. And then the third reason is traveling. Yeah, like what I said, it's a yummy feeling if you know you have money when you travel. We don't need to be rich. We don't need to be a millionaire. No, no. Okay. Just have a sustainable, comfortable life. That's enough. Okay, as we navigate the challenges and opportunities of the modern world, let us inspiration from the wisdom of the past by integrating these frugal habits into our daily lives. We can take control of our finances, reduces stress, and pave the way for a more abundant future. Remember, small changes can yield significant results over time. True. Start implementing these tips today and watch as your financial well-being improves, just as it did for the savvy, like expert. Savvy means expert. Savvy households of the 1960s. Yes. Do it slow, because in everything that we do, if we do it quick and quick, and we want instant result, and we want to do something no, we want to do something at once, then we feel we feel tired, and very energy exhausting. Yeah. So the advice here is do it slow until you cultivate, until you get used to that, and until you will learn to like that kind of budgeting. You will have that budgeting attitude. Then you will learn to like that, and it will become a part of your lifestyle, or it will be part of your DNA. That, oh, budgeting is my DNA, something like that. Okay, thank you so much, guys, and see you again next time. Oh my God, 29 minutes in just one article. Thank you for watching my podcast. And I'm sorry I'm wearing sunglasses. I'm sick. I'm sick until now. Thank you, and see you again next time.